A key party is a party where all the men come and drop their keys in a basket or a bowl, and the women come and pick up whichever key their hands get to. And at the end of that party, every woman that has picked up a key goes home with the man that owns the key she's picked up. Do you know that? This is Sex Talk, and today we're going to be talking about
swinging.
Yes, swinging. This is IJEOMA, the big cat Richard, with
STELLAMARIS NNAJi, the heartbeats. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.
So swinging.
Swinging.
I know.
Actually, what is swinging? Oh my God.
It's couple swapping. It's wife swapping, husband swapping. You know that practice where people spice up their marriages or relationships by exchanging spouses with another spouse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what swinging is. And it's actually been around for a long time, reportedly since the 60s.
Yeah, I saw that. But what is the reason? What do you think is the reason? I think it's just anxiety. Anxiety, maybe to spice up their relationship. I don't know. I
thought that what the reasons that swingers would generally give is that they want excitement. They want to, because they were saying that people who don't bring excitement into the marriages end up divorced, and that swinging helps them strengthen the bonds of their marriage, helps them have better sex, and that. Surprisingly,
that's even dangerous because you might like the person you swing.
No, but they said, one thing that was clear was that they were saying that they actually have long-lasting marriages, because they were saying that if your marriage is unhappy and you don't have the liberty to go out there and swap spouses, that it means that when you go out, you're looking for a partner or you're looking for a husband. But these people are not looking for anything, according to them. They just want excitement. And they know that if they're bored in the marriage, they can go out there and do, swap. And they don't hide anything from each other. It's not as if it's the kind of infidelity where you're hiding something. This is just them knowing that, okay, my wife is going to be with this man and I'm going to be with this woman. And when that's done, they come back home. So it didn't look like they are looking for it. It didn't lead to breakups, according to the people who do. And they're having a good time.
They're having a good time indeed. I also understand that when they want to have children, they stop. They don't get involved in it again. They withdraw from the community. They have an understanding. They talk about, okay, it's time to have children.
You don't
swap.
Oh, that's nice.
They talk about it and say, okay, let's stop this game. Let's have children.
That's interesting.
They withdraw from the community.
And then I think that they said...
Well, this is crazy.
How is it crazy? The thing that's telling, though, is that they have, according to research, that their marriages last. They have happier marriages, although a small percentage has...
Well, also, according to research, too, they say it threatens their marriage.
Well, that's
because you might like the other person that you swapped with.
No, but the percentage, I read the study, and the percentage of people who have the jealousy or who are uncomfortable about 1.6. That's really low.
That's really low, right?
So and then even in normal marriages where people don't do any of that, I don't think 1.6 is. If we can have 1.6, that's very good. But the surprising thing is that this swinging started in World War II, I think. It was said that because the Air Force pilots had very high mortality rate, that is, they were dying really quickly they don't last long, that they now had a kind of maybe a pact or an agreement among themselves or something to take care of each other's wives. So if
they actually still do that when they are going to war.
Oh, so if your wife, so that includes having sex with the wives, obviously?
I don't know, but I know that when they are going to war, or at the war front, if the man is dying, say, go and take care of my wife.
Because it's supposed to be...
Or if you are being released from the war and you are still in it, they'll say, when you get back, please check on my wife.
Well, of course you check on the wife.
Check on the wife is part of taking care of her, service her, give her what she needs.
What do you mean by service?
Swinging.
Well, you can't swing with an absent partner, though.
Yeah, you swing. He has given you permission to swing, to go and take care of his wife. Why you are taking care of his
wife? But I kind of think that that thing among the pilots is it's commendable to think that...
Not only the pilots, even the army people do that.
Well, I'm going from where the report says it started in World War II amongst Air Force pilots. Because I can't imagine that... I can imagine that every time somebody's flying, the target, because they're just out there in the open.
Yes,
they could be targets of so much airstrikes, and so they go and they don't return. So if you are safe and your friend isn't, you automatically, and it's also emotional. Just be careful, take care of, look after. That particular part of it is very admirable.
It is, and they see themselves as happy people.
I'm impressed. So for swinging, would you swing?
No, I won't. I won't.
How did I know you'd say that?
But you already know that I will say that. I won't.
But considering how...
I won't swing because I don't know what I'm looking for.
Well, those who do it say it works for them. And then some countries have
I don't think we have that in Nigeria.
Says who? I've heard that we do have it.
Are you sure?
Yes, years ago I read about it. I'm sure it was years.
But our men are very jealous and protective.
No, I read that thing. I'm sure it was up to 10 years ago.
Wow, they have a community like that?
They have wife swapping. I can't remember the details, but it was in one of the newspapers, and this couple gave details of how. So yes. But these things are usually on the ground. They're not. If you're not a part of it,
you won't understand.
You don't know that.
You don't even know such things happening. It's true.
And then the countries that seem to be very high on the list of it is France, Denmark.
France.
What do you mean by it's not just France? It's Denmark. There's Germany.
There's so many things. They're like exploring.
But it's good to explore.
Oh my God!
Holland is a very sexually liberated country, so they have quite a lot of swingers clubs, and the largest one is in Denmark. And then Germans,
yeah.
They have supposedly. They have 3 times the number higher than every other country. And you wouldn't think these Germans always look so...
And they see, exactly. You see them as serious-minded people.
They always appear so serious. Like,
you see them as serious-minded people because we know them as, they fix this, they do this, they invent this.
It's the French. The French are very...
No, they are...
if you...
Free spirits.
The first time I was in France, I thought they were really nice people, but... It's because everywhere you go, the men are offering to help you, but I didn't understand because when I arrived, I didn't get to the hotel. I just wanted to keep. I thought there was time. I was just sightseeing and walking around. All the men were trying to be nice and helpful, and I'm like, these are really nice people, but
you don't know.
I had no idea. And I strolled into. I think that place was the red light district. I don't know. I was around Gardner, and then I was just strolling. I just was excited and saying, okay, because I got on the thalys from, I think, from Rotterdam. Okay. From Rotterdam. So I got there and I'm like, okay, it's steal a lot of time. Let me not. Where would I go? And I didn't have a lot of baggage, so I just hung my thing and said, let me just explore
Look
and go
around.
everywhere. And I didn't know when. So everybody was so nice, and I'm like, these are really nice
No,
people.
they know that this is a fresh fish.
These are really nice people. Yeah, so French people are very adventurous.
They are very adventurous.
So I would
I'm not
expect.
surprised if they have.
I would
that
expect. And there's a posh name for swinging.
Oh, really? What's
Yes,
the name?
swinging. They call it. Swinging is called alternative lifestyle. It's such a posh name, bourgeois name.
Alternative lifestyle, indeed.
So because if somebody says alternative lifestyle, the last thing on your mind is going to be swinging. You're going to think what it brings to mind is high-end, exclusive furniture. That's what I would think. But obviously, it's wife swapping and so how come people fight about infidelity and cheating, but spouse swapping, which is what this basically is, is not a problem.
Exploit. They want to. Maybe they are tired of eating egusi soup. They want to try okra.
No, but it's
yes.
not. Where we tend to have all these problems is when maybe one person is sneaking out. But this is the couple together saying,
agreeing.
We know that let's
try something new.
Let's have an adventure or whatever, and then they go and then they come back. And for some
when
reason,
they come back, do they discuss?
I can't tell.
You should know.
I'm not sure. I should know. I can't tell because I don't think any of the reports or researches I read pointed to. No, but yes, because he said they don't hide anything from each other, so it's very open.
It.
So if he says they
they could make jest out of it.
Yeah, they could
laugh over
if somebody's lousy in bed.
Lousy, maybe he's staying small. I prefer yours. All those kind of
but then again,
talk.
But I don't think they would do that because if you become that detailed in explaining it, somebody might become possessive. Because so if this person is
or maybe
not
you enjoy the other partner more than
so if this person is not so good, what about the one that was so good? What are you going to say? Are you going to come back and say, okay, I prefer him to you? So I think it's just better to probably have
I hope you had fun.
Well, are you okay? Did it go well? And just
God have mercy. But also they have the same risk as people who are involved in casual sex.
No, because there's a trajectory though. In the 60s, when safe sex was not the thing, they were having sex, openly. Then towards around the 80s, when the diseases and all of that, and then when cures became available and safe sex was becoming a thing, they opened up again because they can be protected. There are condoms. There are antibiotics probably for treating sexually transmitted diseases. So all of these things made them. But there was a time when AIDS and all of that was when the scare was really high. So now they're back up there because
they can protect themselves.
They can have safe sex. So
they can take antibiotics. They can do so many things.
So it says that
use condom.
The risk of contracting whatever is the same as the general population. So and then you said that some like is a normal population, some of them are very health conscious.
Yes.
They are careful about having protected, and some don't. So if you're careful and you are intent on being safe, then you seek out people like you who are careful about their health as well. So I think it's not something that everybody can manage, but it seems to work because the percentage of happy swinging couple is quite high. Quite high. The only people who reported having ifes or not being sure are 1.6%. Is pretty low.
Whoa. Some crazy things people do.
Well, they don't think it's
a lot
crazy.
Of crazy things people do. Who thought about it to swing? Take my woman, I take you. And most of these things are done blindly. You don't know who you are picking.
Sometimes they do.
They do. Are you sure of that? They don't know who they are picking.
When they travel, though, because they travel.
Well, it's after they have picked now.
No. What I mean is, if they are leaving their home country to go somewhere else, you kind of realize that they also want to meet up with swingers. So you can't possibly know who these people
That's
are
what I'm
until
saying.
you
They
get
don't
to.
know who they pick or who they are going to, swap with.
So maybe that's more exciting for them. But the very
Supposing you pick somebody or you meet somebody, and you don't, because for me, before I eat a food, if I say this thing now, it must be appealing to me before I eat it.
the excitement of maybe for them, for people to actually go to the extent of becoming swingers, there must be people who are adventurous already.
Yes, that's what
People,
I'm saying.
because it's not easy to just go into a new country or a new location and say, okay, we're looking for a community of swingers. We want to change husband and wife.
Ah, God, it sounds.
I'm trying to imagine what it would look like,
I'm telling
I
you.
kind of travel into a new country and then I'm with my spouse and we just go and we just shop like we're shopping for groceries.
But not only swingers are not only married people though.
No, they're not only
We
married
have some
people.
single people too.
No, but you
they
can't
have
be
partners.
swinging if you don't have a partner.
You will have a partner, but not necessarily married.
So this key party that we talked about at the beginning, you were worried about swinging.
Yes, I was.
But this key party is like all these pebbles we have in here. Imagine all the men coming and they drop their key and you're walking with your spouse or your partner and then all the women come and they pick up a key and they pick up a key. So when it's time to go, you dangle.
And the owner of the key comes.
Oh, that's mine.
Hello.
So,
Oh my God.
and they have the key.
And they say their marriages are stronger because they don't lie to each other.
Yes, because you admit, I mean, this is not like saying to your husband, oh, I'm going to the hairdressers and you sneak off to...
You know who you are. That means the husband takes the details of their partners so that okay, this is the person that I'm going out with, this person that is taking you, this is number. Oh my God.
Well, I think too that when you come into such...
Because they don't do it openly, do they?
They do now. If you come... Did you not hear what it is? A key party. So we come in here, if we are 20 couples, the 20 men drop the keys in here like this, these pebbles you have. So they drop the keys and the women come and you just dip your hand, you take a key, you dip your hand, you take a key. So at the end of the evening or morning or whatever, you raise up the key that's with you and you go, and whoever owns the key comes in and just
take you away.
So I'm sure that taking saying, oh, this is who my wife is with, this is who my husband is with.
You get all the details.
It's important because you need to find them in the morning. You need to find them in the morning. So, but I think that like it's good what one is learning in the course of this journey because we sit in a little corner of the world.
We don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah, there's so much going on, so much excitement
happening in the community.
No, different communities. So
many things are happening.
You come to a place, for instance, there's the BDSM community, there's the swingers club,
community,
there's the pegging. Well, life is amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It's a big pot of excitement. So you go there, you choose what works for you. But this swinging, I'm particularly pleased that the Air Force pilots thought about caring for the widows they're leaving behind, because that's very commendable, actually.
Yeah, it is.
That's very commendable. So, but
because they started it,
started it. So this alternative lifestyle, a very posh thing, of course, if I may say. Posh, it's posh.
Posh indeed.
Did you not hear the name? Alternative lifestyle, where people do things different from other people and they have exciting lives. I like that they're very open with each other.
Yeah,
because that's really hard to achieve, isn't it?
That's why they said their marriages they have a stronger bond.
And then they were saying that the reason why the divorce rate is low is that they are not bored, because maybe marriages sex inside marriages or relationships can become monotonous and people get bored and all of that. But these people allow themselves to explore, to have all this excitement. So there's no. And all that. Well, we're really happy. I'm really happy to learn. I'm looking for.
It's good. I'm happy that I now know what is swinging.
You
Or
did
I'm
it.
not happy
Wife swapping, but it has
about
names.
swapping.
Yes, wife swapping. That's the more common ones. That's the one that most people. When you say wife swapping, most people understand. And then, a lot of people mistake swing because there are clubs.
Yeah,
though.
they are clubs. That's
So-
why I call
so-
them communities. They're
The
different
swingers club. So people would, some people mistake it for strip club,
strip
which is
club.
not the
It's
same.
not the same. No.
So I'm sure I've read about it. It's right here. What I'm gonna do is try to see.
Now you know about swinging.
Yes.
We just
What I'm
told
gonna
you.
do is try to see if I can locate some that are here because I would want to go and see what it looks like.
Not me.
I like to see. I want to go and see what it looks like.
You know, you like exploring your own.
Yes, I like to see. I'll go and see, then I'll tell you what I saw. I'll go and look and see the people, see what's
I
happening.
explore, but not in that
No, I've
dirty
got-
way.
What did you say?
You just had me.
Who decides what's clean and what's dirty? All I know is I want to see it. I want to this thing I'm researching and finding. I want to go and see it first. And so when I'm talking about it, I'm saying, yeah, I was there, I saw it. So subscribe to our channel.
Please
click on the
subscribe.
notification button. Like, comment, tell us what you think.
We'd like to hear from you.
Yes. So let's talk
Talk
about
Sex.
let's talk about
Sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.